Heyo everyone, welcome back to another Dannphan's live stream playing more of the beloved Ender Lilies game. I guess we're getting through this next stage. I think we were almost done by the time I stopped yesterday. I think I only had a little bit left to go. Although granted I don't really
done with the whole
remember.
game?
No, this level.
Oh.
That would be a crazy short game. I wish I remembered. I was so tired last night when I finally stopped playing. I wish I remembered which way I had to go next. Not there. Can I double jump though in that? Whoop. Nope. Can't do it. Can't do it. Boo. Oh, okay. I vaguely remember this. Alrighty. Get my furious blight. Nothing over there.
I wonder if when you upgrade the basic attack, if it could somehow change gameplay. I kind of doubt it, right? Like, I assume they would just have a damage increase because it would be too...
Oh god.
Those guys have too much health.
Yeah, they last for a while, don't they? You have to, like, time their dodge, but their dodge glows red, and my sword glows red when
Everything is red.
Exactly! I'm not crazy. It really is a problem, I swear.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these games, it's hard to tell what's happening in general. But I think this game particularly, I can't really tell exactly what's happening in a scramble, whatever you call it, like when there's a lot of stuff near you. I guess that's true for a lot of games. If bad guy stuff was blue and good guy stuff was red.
Right. It's just that simple. Alright. Oh, it goes pretty far, huh? Alright. Ooh. Alright, I think I know sort of vaguely where I'm going. Ooh. Wow.
I wonder what the percentage of people who play violent video games compared to non-violent video games is. Like, people who spend... An interesting study would be people who spend most of their time playing either violent or non-violent video games. And then huh, how did you know?
You know, sometimes you just know. Sometimes your autism comes in handy.
think that's like precognition.
Well, it was a different texture than the ground over here. So I was like, something's up with that.
Can you go
I
get...
can't smash into it though. Unless I can.
Can you just press down?
No. Oh. There we go. I need to find a flower.
An ender lily?
Indeed. Oh, I thought that was my bird for a
Yeah,
second.
I thought so too for some reason.
Everything's red!
Yeah.
I would like to file a complaint into the Ender Lilies office.
Yeah.
Everything's red.
Get the guy from Anastasia, the fat guy.
Yes.
That's what I hate about this country.
Everything's in red. What a great character. Oh god. Over here and
That's pretty satisfying.
Yep, I would say so. Oh, hello, can I make that? No, I can't.
It like talks to you too. Oh, could you have dodged it?
I don't
reset
know
to check,
because well, I don't know for sure because sometimes dodging will help me get a little farther, but sometimes the dodge animation will cancel out the ledge grab animation, and that's the real kicker, isn't it? Maybe I have to get higher and then drop. Oh no, I don't think you can drop down from there because it's too close to the ledge. I will try. Nope. Nope. Can't dodge into it. It looks like you should be able to get there, but, you know, looks can be deceiving. Ugh, alrighty.
Maybe you can go around.
Yeah, that's what I am attempting anyways. Whoop.
Oh, I guess not.
If I get over to there, you get higher, right? But, you know.
The big bonk is so satisfying on the spider guys.
I know. It's so satisfying on the Any guys, really. It's a shame I can't use it underwater. Or can I?
Hey, you can.
No, I can't.
What can you use underwater?
I can use the chain thing underwater, and I can use basic attack underwater. Bird disappears underwater, too.
Oh, that's pretty strong. That's so much health.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay.
Hey, Gabe. What's going on?
Hey! Oh. No! Why did it do it the other way? That's so annoying! Ugh. a method of gaining health.
Like life leech or something?
Yeah, right. Ah! Nope. Not this way. Alright. There we go. Oh. I didn't realize what it was. All I saw was a red dot.
Yeah.
But you know how it goes.
Yeah. Man.
Alrighty. So who's in chat?
Just Gabe for now. Relaxing.
Chillaxing to some Ender Lilies.
Yeah.
Ah, I hate these guys.
You could just do the Dark Souls thing and just go past him, right?
In theory.
So we can't watch like gameplay trailers and stuff on stream.
I don't know.
Is it bad if we get copyright striked on this channel?
Well, if you get if you get striked 3 times, you lose the channel. Or if they just don't like you, you lose the channel.
Okay.
And then they just use copyright to do that, you know?
Right.
Oh, wow. Incline. Fantastic. Man, this is a really bitchy section to get through, isn't it? I wonder if I can enhance anything to help me. It's gonna take forever to be able to enhance this once.
Because you've never picked up one.
Yeah, because I've never... I don't know where it comes from. You
It's
probably get
probably-
it all the way at the end of the game.
It's probably from, like, big bosses or something.
I've defeated many bosses.
Yeah, but it's probably, like, a bigger boss, right? Like a more significant boss
I don't know.
than just, like, an area boss. Maybe there's, like...
I've defeated the boss of, like, each level so far.
Maybe in between the levels there's, like, an area that just has a boss. Like, there's no side bosses or whatever.
Well, I can increase this. So there's that.
Oh, the next upgrade is attack speed. That sounds cool.
Yeah, nice. More bonk equals good.
Because I still haven't looked at the Dragon's Dogma 2 gameplay footage. And that might be fun to talk about on stream. We could probably stay away from Starfield, because I know they're going to have, like, licensed music. Because Enon Zur is their,
Yeah.
composer.
Right.
I think it's... I don't know. Is that, like, the wrong name? I could be thinking of some Star Trek character. I think it's him, yeah.
Alrighty. Looking good. Die. Alrighty. What does that go to? What you looking at?
I was just curious if there was any news on Jeremy Soule. He took down his website, right?
Seems like such a shame.
Yeah, and I was like... In, like, fairness, I was like, oh, I'll look at Reddit to see, like, the most scathing takes.
Right.
Essentially, there's nothing accusations where there's no actual accusations out there. It's just like his name plus #MeToo without any like allegation of him doing anything, and then Bethesda's like
People do that all the time. It's so fucking annoying.
and then Bethesda's like, okay, we won't work with him anymore, and it's like
oh well, he made me uncomfortable.
it's like
How?
what like it like what world can you do that I mean, I guess this one, but it's just like it seems completely wrong that you
Ah, that's so far.
Yeah.
Look at his big ass neck.
Yeah.
It's such a bitch walk back.
Yeah, that's my least favorite part about like Souls-like games where you respawn like really far away. It's just annoying. It's just ridiculous that you can make an accusation without any evidence and then indignantly demand that people
believe you.
Yeah, I remember at school there was this girl who was like, because people can't remember what happens in a traumatic incident, they shouldn't have to give testimony, and there shouldn't have to be physical proof. It should
Which
just
is crazy.
Men should just be guilty by default. And she was so angry and indignant about it, and it was just, and she like,
Where did it go? Get back here.
the bird, I think it can't be in the water.
No, the spider.
So oh, what do they want me to pay? Oh, University of California.
Classic.
You have to pay to read their article on.
Yeah.
It's just like a 3 paragraphs of nothing, and then they're like. But one of the Reddit comments was kind of amusing. It was like, well, if he doesn't defend himself, then we'll know that he's guilty. And it's like, okay.
I found I should have gone this way first.
Oh, hey, Never. What's going on? Hey, Joseph Choi.
Hey, what's up, boys?
How you guys doing?
Welcome to Game Fans.
Man, the game announcements from the last week. I guess it was Starfield, Dragon's Dogma. Was there more? Is there some kind of conference or something?
There was something, yes. Ugh. Fucking slugs. Come on, man.
Nice.
Alrighty.
There's still one heal left. Plus a full bar.
Yes, well, took a shortcut.
That jar looks suspicious.
Yes. I am now able.
So those are jars of poison. Maybe you could use that to kill the evil jar.
Activate this lever, huh? You know what else I can use? I can use Burb. Get him, Burb. Get him. Get that bad jar.
Dancing over there.
Bad jar. Yep, there's another one. I kind of knew, but just wanted to make sure.
I was like looking at it and I was like, they wouldn't do it again.
That's 3 of them now, just on this area. Get him, Burb. Show that jar who's boss. We boss. Alright. Yeah, there's another one over there. But let's just go up the elevator.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Nah.
Oh. Okay, cool.
There's another one.
Summer Games Fest opening showcase, Xbox showcase, Ubisoft Forward, PC Gaming, Capcom, Grasshopper Manufacturing, a few indie game showcases. Okay. I'm curious about Dragon's Dogma.
Oh, come on. I hate that. The fucking dodge canceling out your ledge grab animation. That's the worst.
Oh, you got usage back from that pot.
Yes, it was a good pot. Whoop.
Not like those other pots.
Yeah. Regardless, I will break all the pots. Just to be sure. Burb. Protect me.
It's funny, like, I'm so not tuned into, like, gaming news, because I don't know,
Aha.
There's no outlet that's just, I don't know, I guess you just can't avoid bad news, right? It's like, most places are woke, and then if you get someplace that's not, they'll very often be, like, you know, it's not like I can blame anybody for, like, fixating on it. Did you use Poison Cloud?
I did.
No. Oh,
This
that's
fucker.
not fair.
I know. Man. Can use some health in these pots.
But yeah, like, if I get news that's, like...
Isn't that the worst?
Yeah.
He wasn't moving. He was broken. And then he's just like, actually, I'm alive.
Yeah, if I get news from, like, a based source, right? Then they're gonna give me bad news all the time. I mean, I guess both sides are gonna give me bad news. I guess you just can't avoid bad news when bad news exists. Like, I don't know. Like, certain games... Like, I saw the new Street Fighter game, you can pick, like, non-binary as your gender. It's just like...
Why?
It's like, I'm not paying.
Oh, I didn't even see it.
I didn't see it either.
Come on. Everything's red.
I was looking at the candles.
Ugh. He shot it off screen and they were like, oh, you can see that, right? You know where to dodge.
It's like, if their concern is that they're going to not make money in the U.S. because they have male and female, they don't deserve to make money in the U.S. Like, if the reason they're doing that is out of concerns for financial concerns, then the only way to protest that is by pirating the game.
Well. Oh, fucking god damn it. I hate it when game developers feel as though that if they make stages more annoying, that's difficulty.
Yeah.
Like, this is annoying. It's not difficult, it's annoying.
It's a fine balance, right?
Yeah.
Things that are hard versus things that are...
Yeah. Like, I fell down twice because a low-level slug pushed me. Not because the slug was hard.
There's, like, tedium, annoyance, tedium, annoyance, and then if so much stuff is difficult back to back, you kind of get like, it's not, you don't enjoy the difficulty as much either. It becomes a little...
Do I really have to pull the fucking lever again? Jesus Christ. Why? I already pulled it.
Yeah. That is a bit odd, right? It should stay, by like Dark Souls logic, it would stay, right? The long run backs are... I didn't even see the lever move.
I did it very quickly. Where's the
Yeah,
other
or a
lever?
honeydew?
It's all the
Yeah,
way
we are
there.
starting earlier today.
Whoopsie. Alright.
New Ace Attorney compilation?
Of course they put one right next to the fucking lever. Of course they did.
Oh,
Otherwise it
darn.
would be nice.
You'd probably dig Dragon's Dogma 2, new info on Capcom's YouTube channel. Yeah, sounds... Yeah, I want to look at it. Trisha looked at like a couple like summary things, but not any videos. I'm really curious how nice it looks, how the faces look. If you can make pretty girls and pretty boys.
That is important.
Because if all the women are ugly, you can probably tell where the politics are. You know? But it is...
I mean, they have furries.
It's Japan, so my hopes are high. But we'll see.
Yeah, honestly, my first impressions are it sounds like it's gonna be same old with like the problems of the first game.
I'll take mediocre.
Only this time there will be furries, of course.
I'm hoping that it's... I could take the same game with different locations and a main story quest that makes more sense or is easier to, like with, I don't know, easier to navigate menus and quest markers and stuff, like UI improvements, things like that. And maybe like new spells. Like I would, yeah, like just standard sequel. Don't need to revolutionize anything, just...
You motherfucker! That is bullshit!
I would offer to run you back because I know how frustrating it is, but I have no idea where to go. I'm not paying close enough attention to figure out how not to get lost.
I did that so clean.
I know. You'll be a speedrunner of whatever this area is called.
The amount of pushback you get in these fucking games, oh, wrong one, is just crazy. That's another problem with whenever, like, they try to make a 2D platformer Souls-like, is they, like, make every enemy push you back so far so they can knock you off the platforms. Once again, big difference in annoyance and difficulty. Like, you're just being annoying.
I really love playing hard games, but you know, I haven't had the pleasure of enjoying one for a while. I think Dark Souls style difficulty is very like eh. It's not it's very artificial.
I don't know if I wouldn't. I don't know. I guess people would more so call this a Metroidvania type than a Dark Souls type.
No, I'm just saying, like the games I've played recently, I just haven't
Wrong
gotten.
area.
I just haven't gotten my hands on like a satisfying hard game. Elden Ring was
I liked Elden Ring.
I enjoyed it, but I didn't find the difficulty to be that engaging. I didn't find it easy like some people. I didn't find it too hard. It was okay. I mean, playing co-op with you, I had a good time, like with the Millennia.
Yeah.
That was interesting. I mean, because we were doing the wrong thing. But, yeah, I don't know.
It's fun when games let you, like, play your own way.
Oh, you know what? Cyberpunk.
You like Cyberpunk?
It had some challenging sections. Yeah, I guess.
Oh my god, my own fucking bird betrayed me.
Depending on your play style, certain sections can be engaging, but some stuff is just trash. The fist fights were kind of garbage. I don't know what the logic was with those. That's very like old school, a million health, just tedious as fuck.
Yeah. That's what these guys feel like.
Path of Exile 2? Oh, yeah. I always get Pillars of Eternity and Path of Exile confused. They came out around the same time, and they're PoE, you know? Path of Exile, I did not like, because, like, some of the lag made some of the classes not playable, and then, I don't know, I, like, played the Witch, and I made, like, you know, Meteor Shower Lady, and I made the Minion Lady, and, like, the minions were kind of cooler. Necromancer was a little more interesting than dropping bombs, but... It felt very empty. Like, I was just like, what am I even fucking doing? Like, it made me question playing video games in general. It's just like, why do I care if the numbers get higher? Like, why? It's not my bank account, but I'm, like, using it as, like, an analog for my bank account.
Mm.
It's just very... Yeah.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, playing Pillars of Eternity, like, made me not play video games for a while.
Or stagnant blight. Ugh. Alrighty. That might be a boss room. Maybe I should.
Apparently, Flash is flopping. Oh, they released, or they announced they're doing the second half of Final Fantasy VII. Fantastic. Are they going to give Tifa her
boobies?
her boobs back? No? Well,
Aha.
no sale.
There we are. I think that is a boss room. Shall we find out together?
A friend of mine was like, I don't know, man. Her boobs look pretty big. And I was like, I don't want to hear the shit from an ass man. Get out of here. Be gone.
From an ass man.
You dare to speak on such matters? Be gone from my court.
Oh, God. I just got here. Ugh. Already need the burb. I just want to dodge past him!
She gave the
that was useless.
"Let's go Pikachu" mic so that it'll take those voice commands. Now this is a boss battle.
That's what I was saying. That's why it's so annoying that there's like a million guys outside.
That's the run back.
Exactly,
Yeah,
right?
That's gonna be.
That's why I'm complaining.
This guy, I believe, lets you poke through walls. Maybe. No, he doesn't.
She got angel wings. It's cute.
Yes, it's a lady. My bad.
Ah.
Oh wow! Look at that fucking damage.
Yeah, real fucking cute.
That's that shot. I like my boobs sharp and pixelated. Precisely. Atlas RPG?
Ah, alright. Well, that's an annoying run back. And she's an annoying boss.
Ooh, a JRPG. Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, Atlas is the company? My mistake. Metaphor Refantasio. Well, I guess Italy is getting some love from Japan. Was it Metaphor? What did I say? Yeah, okay.
Alright.
I'm Japanese, and
Let's
non-Japanese
fucking
words are cool.
go!
Let's see. Fantasio. So it's Diet Marth with bichromatic eyes. I bet he's gonna be very smart. He has a little fairy with cute shorts on. I'm a fan of the fairy design. I don't know. Wow, is that the start menu? Shoot me right in the face. That must be the start menu. That is... Oh my God. Did I get like some kind of like modern like pop artist to do that? Oh man, that's way too stylized. It's tragic because like really good start menus, you don't even notice, you don't remember even what they look like. They just were good.
Oh god, I was healing.
You want to see some?
I was healing and that just perfectly sniped me.
You want to see a start?
Randomly.
A start menu from Design Hell?
Yeah, that's quite something, huh?
Do you think they're gonna play sick music while you're going through your menu?
You know it.
Oh wait, look!
They got the composers from Infernal for
look
that
at the look at the fairy. Isn't that cute? You don't see it?
I see the fairy.
Okay, you don't like the design?
No.
Why?
It's too modern.
Okay. I don't know, I thought...
It looks like a normal girl that was just shrunk.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I
Normal
like the
teenage high school girl or something.
I like the idea of using shorts instead of skirt because she's gonna be so high and like at dynamic angles in a game. So
you know what, maybe I should go beefy for this one. Because she's kind of slow in the beginning. I could beef up on her.
Oh, Venture Bros is getting a movie to wrap up the series?
Oh, nice. We haven't really been keeping up with the latest season, though.
Yeah, I haven't. I'm always like so scared of new stuff.
What? That hit me?
Like I'm just well, not like scared. I'm just always like, is it actually worth spending the time to watch it? Cause like the Venture Bros is like my favorite. I fucking love the Venture Bros. So if I see the Venture Bros where like Brock Sampson is like you need to be more feminist.
Oh,
you know, it would like
cool guy mode.
It would just fuck up my day, you know.
Naturally.
Brock Sampson going like, I'm non-binary, and I don't think there's anything wrong with child drag shows. So honestly, Brock Sampson, I could far more imagine Brock Sampson killing someone organizing a child drag show than I could any other scenario.
Oh man.
Oh man, you got shot for
I know.
so much damage.
I got fucking bazonged. Oh man, she keeps on flying away from me.
If you're super aggressive, could you just get behind her while she's shooting?
I'm trying.
No,
my God, she moves so fast. Look at her.
No, because you were behind her while she was shooting.
Yes,
so
I've been trying to play aggressively. That's what this round is.
I'm literally just asking a question.
I said yes.
If you could get behind her, could you just beat her up while she's in that long animation? Like, is that the secret? If you just got slightly further?
That's what I did. Adam's bullying me.
Yeah, you died, so you didn't do it.
Do you see how fast she fucking moves?
Yeah. Not faster than you.
It's like my first round playing aggressively and I'm already getting bitched at.
I literally asked a question. And
I said yes, that's what I'm trying to do, and then you were like, no. And then you repeated the question like you were talking down to me.
Well, what? I was asking like a specific, like about that one move. Like I wasn't prescribing like an aggressive tactic. I was just saying like if it would be possible to get yourself in that position.
I am doing the best I can with what I got, and she's invulnerable.
I wasn't criticizing your...
Certainly sounds like it.
Well, you gotta hear better then.
Oh, now you're criticizing my hearing.
Yes, I definitely am.
You're making me lose.
Okay. Stream has been reported for bullying. Hey, Twisted Bishop, what's going on? Oh yeah, okay, so Fable is cancer. That's okay. Fable wasn't that great anyway. I can let Fable die. I had a lot of good memories playing Fable, but it can die. It's alright. There's other stuff that'll like break my heart, but Fable's alright.
Do I really have to go through the slow get up animation every single time I want to fight this bitch again?
She got real low poise.
I would like a fucking referee on that last one. Because my God, I definitely dodged past her and was like, nope, you got hit. Because you touched her.
Oh wow. I didn't expect that to kill you. I guess you were lower than I thought.
She's moving fast. She's moving so goddamn fast. Why did they make the boss fight so quick? Are they trying to, like, give me a heart attack? are they just testing which of their gamers have the most ADHD? Still, not as obnoxious as making every single attack red. I feel like even if she is quick, at least I'd be able to see her attacks better if they weren't the same color as my attacks.
Yeah, the chain. Some of your attacks definitely take up enough screen real estate to.
And then they have these smoky cloud effects, and now she's invulnerable.
Oh, nice. You know, I bet it's possible to bully her.
I'm doing my best.
I'm not saying like you're doing anything bad. I'm just saying like you could. I'm just saying it's possible to go for a very risky strategy of like comboing her to death. Because that chain thing plus the mace thing should be enough to stagger.
Yeah, and I've been doing that whenever I've been able to catch her in the chain thing, but then she just flies upward most of the time.
If she's above you, could you just jump and do the chain spin?
God damn it. This is so annoying.
Yeah, no, seriously, is that I hate those. I hate bad runbacks.
Yeah. Once again, it's not difficulty. You're just making the game less fun.
It's like I'm watching Zatch Bell fight Xenobell. I didn't watch enough Zatch Bell to understand that reference. However, kid in my school, you thought that people Naruto running was cringy? I had a kid in my school who would Zatch Bell run. And I don't know if you remember how they run in Zatch Bell, but that was... he did his, like, gym qualification thing, like where you had to run a certain amount for your, like, physical fitness test. Yeah, I think it's wrong to call these kinds of games hard. They're more like punishing. Yeah. Yeah, that's a fair way to
Punishing you for playing. You wanted to play my game? How dare you? I'm gonna make this as suffering as possible.
Yeah, it's like the fight is essentially easy, right? It's just that you have to do it. You have to do the same thing many times, and then if you do it wrong, you die. I guess in this game you have much more health than in Dark Souls. Like, if you get hit in Dark Souls, you're usually in a death spiral after that. My son has gotten obsessed with 60-piece Ravensburger puzzles and with playing his kid-sized guitar. It's a lot. That is quite cute. It's a Ravensburger puzzle. I guess 60-piece puzzles are less complicated. These are like traditional German puzzles. I take it because I got like a shit ton of. Oh, some of these are so pretty. That's gorgeous. Problem with the puzzle is, for most of the time you're doing the puzzle, you don't see the pretty picture. So. Nice.
Playing it safe.
Fair enough.
No.
Oh, is she gonna heal? Oh!
Figures. Figures.
Oh, man.
At least she's slower.
Do you... I doubt it, but you don't think you could kill her when she's doing the... No, right? I mean, she's gonna transform into this face.
No, she's invincible.
Yeah.
Whenever they had that red glow around
That's
them,
what I figured.
they're invincible. Funny how they used red, right? To hint that they're invincible. It's a very good visual indicator when everything is red. I'm not crazy, you're crazy.
My headcanon is that, like, the creator of the game...
Their favorite color was red.
Their favorite color is red because they were in a tragic incident at the Crayola factory and they became colorblind and they can only see red. And they thought the game was perfectly fine. And they're reading all the reviews of, like, all the negative reviews just say too much red. They're just crying.
As they should be.
Scrolling through reviews. No, they haven't printed out and they're, like, soaking them with their tears. You guys ever go on like a field trip like that? I think I barely can remember it, but I think I've been to the Crayola factory.
Yeah, I've been to the Crayola factory.
Developer's favorite song is probably "I Only Dream in Infrared."
Yep. Everything's red.
Have you ever been to the Hershey factory? Maybe. I've definitely
Yes.
heard people talk about going to the Hershey factory.
Yes.
By the way, did you guys hear, like, all the companies took down their rainbow logos, and Starbucks has banned selling Pride merch? Kind of bonky wonkers, right?
You know what, I think,
Now comes in 64 million colors, including scarlet, crimson, vermilion, burgundy, maroon, wine. Maroon is different enough. I think Trisha would accept maroon. If Trisha could change the enemy's attacks to being maroon, that would at least be different enough. It's like everyone has the same range of red too. Now that I think about it. the corporations all got scared. Yeah. Yeah, they did. I hope that people keep on pushing. I just saw a video on, what was it, Twitter or something? Or Minds or something like that, of some kids in California, like some like fucking skater kids, just like cut the, I guess they cut the lock off the flagpole, and they took down the pride flag and then rode off on scooters. Just a bunch of like middle school kids, like real young kids. They're just like, yeah, we did it. Like, there's some study from the UK that they did a study in 2020 that was like all 18-year-olds are 40% of 18-year-olds are would consider themselves liberal, and then they did a study 2022, and it was 20%. So the number of liberals like halved in the UK.
Really?
That's so bullshit. It's actually a little funny. I gotta say.
What? It's all red.
Yeah. You know,
but what
funny?
is even the indication of where it's coming from?
I think this was the game where the reviewers' biggest complaint was there's too much red, and they're like, and they said like you won't understand until you play it, but it really is too confusing. Like it really is the biggest problem with this game. And I was watching the review and I was like, yeah, I don't get that. It doesn't make sense. But I bet this was that game because
It's probably.
it's a lot of
Or
red.
they took inspiration from that game.
They were like, that game had too much red. I'd like to do more red.
I mean, that last move, it's not even that the problem was that it's red. It's just more to complain about, naturally.
This game is a subtle lesson in what it's like to be colorblind all along. Yeah, Trisha, you ableist bigot. Take your red. Take your reds and browns.
I mean, how am I supposed to know what to do?
In that particular situation, I think next time it triggers, you could probably stand at a particular spot and knock it.
Yeah,
colored.
but it's not like it doesn't show you any indicators on the floor. It like the whole entire screen changes color,
Yeah.
and then it zooms out, and then it's doing the attack already.
I was looking at chat and I looked up when it triggered, so I can't tell you what the tell is, but there must be something.
Well, you could just full screen the video and.
Oh yeah, okay. I'll look at the video and I'll study it like a coach. I'll look at your fight footage.
Yes, please.
All right. So let's see. Jumps over. Oh no, this is another death. She just ran.
You don't have to go back that far.
No, it's just the video is like in the preview. It's like very far back.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, this is right now. Okay, let me go back. Okay. All right, let's see. Shockwaves. No, there's no indicator. You just have to not.
You just gotta not be in the wrong spot.
Yeah.
Really?
Okay, so right next to them, you can.
I guess I can dodge all the way to the far end of the screen.
So like right next to them is the safest spot. You see? Not touching them, not like directly under them, but like right next to them is safe.
Okay.
And you could probably hit them in that pocket. That's what I would recommend. But
I thought I was right next to them, though, because I thought I was hitting attack on them when I got hit, and then it knocked me back.
You did get Shockwave back, but then you had a chance to move before they went up. Because you used an attack. Right? You actually did. After you got Shockwave, you used the mace guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which was apparently a mistake.
Apparently.
Yeah, you had time.
I didn't realize he was still in cool guy mode.
While they were rising, you had a chance. You whiffed on the mace guy.
Yes.
Like you weren't close enough, but you have time to get into position. But that's what I mean by artificial difficulty. On a first playthrough, there's no way of knowing that that's right. So they're kind of just prescribing extra deaths, which is like a form of difficulty, I guess. But it's like
I
know.
would just rather my games be fun. Without, like, knowing that the game developer is trying to make me angry.
When games are non-linear, it's easier to add difficulty because then you can like choose to do something stupid to make it harder. You know? But this is like, I want more abilities, and I have to be this person to have more abilities. So. By the way, the Elden Ring painting looked amazing. Nice work.
Thank you. At least the poison is green.
Oh, that's true. Another color.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's almost like there are other colors.
You know what? I think we can have a sizable middle schooler rebellion by giving clout to middle schoolers for messing up the Pride indoctrination. Like, because there's, there's, like, people aren't, like, I bet that would be a significant source of motivation for other kids to, like, be cool by messing up the Pride Month. I bet it already is, honestly.
Alright, so like right here is good?
Yes, but you're gonna get knocked back.
But then where?
Right where they were. Okay. Oh, that's a different attack.
What the fuck?
Okay, so you don't... Okay, so now run away. Yeah. Yeah.
It's random.
No, it's not. It was the same...
No, it's random whether or not they do the attack right off the bat. That's what I mean.
Yeah. I didn't expect it to be, because I thought that was going to be their signature move.
I thought that was the reason
I thought they were gonna
for it.
I thought they were going to open with it too. I was surprised by the ram. How do you get out of the way of the ram, by the way? It didn't do a lot of damage, but it's like...
I don't
so
know.
big.
Yeah, they're so big you wouldn't be able to dodge past them.
Could you iframe through them?
You can't because they're too big.
Parry? I guess? No, it's multiple hits.
You've seen the parry in this game. You
Yeah,
know that wouldn't work.
It's like shit. Yeah, that's fair.
Man. What a life.
I suppose it's inevitable that if all the authority figures are pushing something, the kids will reject it. I don't know if that's true. I just think...
All kids go through their rebellious phase. Some kids stay that way.
I think like, to some extent that's true, but there's a certain amount of stuff that kids will innately accept and innately reject. Like, there was a lot of...
Like being raped? Yeah. I would say that they would reject that.
What the fuck is your problem?
What do you mean?
Why did you bring that up?
Because that's like a problem. Sorry. I didn't think that I would make you upset.
I was gonna say, like, teachers telling them things they know isn't true. I remember being in middle school and a teacher was trying to say that the Aztecs were the good guys and the conquistadors were evil because they just wanted their money. And then the kids were like, yeah, but didn't you say that they offered them all the money and they said no? And, like, stuff like that. Like, I remember a lot of different, like, messaging like that where, the kids just kind of innately rejected it, where they were just like, this is dumb or whatever. There was a couple things like that. Some stuff works, you know. I had a teacher who told the whole class that having being white with blue eyes makes you inferior because brown eyes can filter out the sun better and you get sunburn.
Yeah, I had a teacher tell me that too.
Yeah, that's a big thing, right? But it's not really true. If you have the lighter your eye color, the better you can see in the dark. And I've heard there's like I've heard someone say, I don't know why this would be true, but I've heard someone say that there's more visual acuity, like you can see sharper, but I don't know. Fuck what I know, I have glasses. And then the lighter your skin, the more vitamin D you produce. So it's not like... Yeah, it's not like so. It's not so like black and white like that. But my cousin has blue eyes, blonde hair. You know, German side of the family. And he always felt bad about having blue eyes because he had to wear sunglasses because the sun is very, very bright. He has 6 sunglasses though. He's got like those like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a orange and purple, like kind of like, it's sort of like it's like the bar that goes across like a fucking, like he's some sci-fi hitman. Sunglasses are cool. I wish I could get prescription ridiculous sunglasses.
I wish I could too.
Go to the eye doctor and be like, I want this, like, like I want one of these.
I would like the cyberglass sunglasses. I want to see the power rates of all my enemies. Thank you.
I think we've learned a lot about what kind of people want to become teachers. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I wouldn't worry about the heals running out because usually when you die, it's from getting one-shotted.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I was pointing the other direction, but I guess I was too slow.
Yeah. I'm sorry that happened. The game is a big dumb. Yeah. I definitely made my mind up that I want to homeschool. There's a lot of like different ways you could do it. There's like pods, right? Where like you're confident in one subject, like English, and then you find other parents that want to homeschool who are more confident in other subjects, and then you give them kind of the brunt of the work of homeschooling them those topics. And then you sort of organize like the supplementary work for your own kid. And then you could plan lessons for like your group of homeschool kids. History and English I think I could do fine at. Although like every history topic I would always want to do research right before the lesson because...
Because you care?
Because I care, but there's also like contemporary historiography. It changes a bit, and there's always like stuff you remember that might have actually not been
true,
terribly accurate or true. Yeah, certain. certain parts of history are like, get the bird out. Well, it's already out. It's just not shooting. No!
Ah! Oh, I can dodge past them. That's one good thing, at least.
Nice. Nice. Oh.
Oops.
Nice.
Ah, man.
You're doing good.
Thank you. I don't know how that's not hitting him, but okay.
I guess the mage would have been good for this. Oh, you got this. Nice. Nice. Finished him with
Ah! Fuck that guy. This piece of shit. Ugh. Yeah, you're not. Feel bad. Ah, man, so much backstory for something that has no voice acting.
Yeah.
Barely any music in these sections either. It's just
Or-
like very, very.
Yeah. Or Honeydew says it's like watching Jotaro and Dio. I don't know what that means. She's not at least gonna be like nice mace to the face, dude. You know, she's like, oh, I didn't mean to be evil or whatever, but you're not gonna just be like, yeah. Also, nice shot there. So,
Yeah. GG.
no one's ever like, sick. You stopped my rampage, bro.
Yeah, that was awesome. You're so strong. Also handsome. You doing anything later? Alrighty. I only wished.
Oh, hey, Pyro's here. What's going on? Alright, what ability are you gonna get?
Guardian Sola, Guardian's Wings. Okay, I can dodge midair. Cool. Ancient Power? Oh, hello. That's something.
Oh, you build up a special gauge now, and that's your ultimate.
Yeah, that's my ultimate.
In
That's pretty fun. I appreciate it. Okay.
cool.
Yeah.
That's a cool ultimate.
I appreciate the rewards for this shitty boss fight.
That's what I'm talking to you now.
Ah, yes, Sir Husbando. We must be close. The blight spreads even further. Oh, I fainted. It is said that the priest is but this seems far too much for anyone to bear. You know what? Yeah, I think you're right. Her hair is turning darker. I guess it's because she's taking on the corruption or some shit. Oh. Mother. Alright. Deepest lore. You guys can watch the Vadi video if you want to read all that stuff.
This game's world, I believe, is post-apocalyptic. Like they've had some kind of apocalypse event, and you slept through it, and now you're like trying to help.
Nice. Nice.
That or you did some portion of fighting and then fainted halfway through your battle and then...
Nice. Nice. Yes. Yes, sir. I appreciate. Alright. This was... Let's find out what this is. It's just one of those. You can smash on it. Yeah.
So just another basic attack?
Yeah, it's just a fast attack. Not as fast as like my main though.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like eh.
So it's like
Do I
an
really need that?
intermediate between the heavy and
No, that's not what I meant to. Oops! Stop it! Stop it! Bad stick.
the chain attack
Like
is yeah. I think that's a solid combo because that's really your stagger set, you know.
Yes, exactly, and that's what I do.
Could you
I
test something real
stagger.
quick?
What do you want me to do?
Just do the regular chain on the ground.
The Y?
Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Then jump and do it. Fuck.
It's a different move when you jump.
No, I know, but I'm wondering if it's obviously that's why I'm telling you to jump. How many attacks is it in the air? Do you know?
Yeah, no idea.
More than 4?
Probably about the same.
You think so? You don't think it's like a better attack when she's in the air?
No, I don't think so.
It's at least faster.
Sure.
So, but I'm wondering if it's optimal to hop before you use the chain. If that would do, if it would get more hits and therefore stagger more.
Let's see. There was one spot on this map where I remember saying there was a place I couldn't jump to yet. Where was that place?
I was thinking about that and I can't remember. If I had to guess, I would say the spot right above you.
Yeah?
That's...
For whatever reason, I was thinking it was like over here or something.
Well, you see how on the map...
But I can go above.
You see how on the map the exit spot is like high up? I think that might be the visual indicator that that's where you're supposed to be. Yeah.
Staganet blight.
She's going through her emo phase. I don't know.
Oh yeah, man.
Is that common for blonde girls to dye their hair black?
If they're going through their emo phase, yeah. It's a well-known fact, bro. They're denying their blondness.
I don't know.
I guess it depends how goth you are, you know? It's like some people just go diet goth. And it's like, doesn't matter. But some people are like, no, my hair must match my soul.
I think diet goth is the most attractive.
Ash. Very cool.
Diet goth is definitely like the most attractive archetype you could possibly adopt. However, if you go too far into it, and you've got the piercing like in the there,
Oh
like
god.
the
Invisible burbs.
the like what is it called, the bridge of your nose piercing, or the snake bites.
Oh. Do they level up with me?
What, the enemies?
Yeah.
I think you just progress to a higher level area because you're getting further in the game.
Yeah, but you're cycling the same enemies, so it's kind of weird. Because I assume that they're going to be lower.
I have
health.
a big problem with that. I think it's very dumb.
You know what? I'll agree with you there, because I died, and I didn't like that.
I'm just glad the half-shaved head haircut is dead. I don't know.
Come with me, Burb.
Is it? I mean, some people they go way too far, and they like just turn that half of their head into like just like if you literally just do like from here over, and it's just all shaved, you just look half bald. But if you go like just here, like your temple or something, and then you style the hair over, so it's like one big like thing, one like thing over on that side. Not that bad. I think there was a while where a style that was popular was for guys, especially in like Poland. It showed up again in Cyberpunk 2077, which I thought was funny, but it's like the side shaved long hair. So, but like, so it looks fine if you're in a ponytail and everything's a really tight ponytail, everything's pulled back. But then if you're not, it just starts to look stupid. Like you look like Brendan Fraser with long hair. It's not. Yeah. It's like you know, there were a couple of music videos where it's like, oh, he looks really cool, and you're like, maybe I'll look like that music video guy. But I never went for it, and I'm pretty glad I did, because I've seen people at concerts that like had that style that were just sloppy, right? They're like sweating and whatever, and they're like too far from their hairstylist or whatever, or they're just not, they don't take as good care of it.
You've gone too far.
You know what I mean? It's just like certain hair, no matter how ragged you are, your hair still looks kind of cool. It looks like disheveled. They just look like dumb, you know? It doesn't, low durability. Low cool durability. Chatham, you have Dannphan, you can't improve on that. True facts.
Alright.
Oh no, but Trisha wears some like diet goth shit sometimes.
Yeah,
it is.
I'm back and forth.
Yeah.
I'm just that good. I can do either.
It's nice to have some like variety between like the worst. Yeah. Like, I don't know what you call.
What was it? It was the up in the D, right? Huh. Maybe I should look.
Yeah, Trisha will wear like cute stuff or
Plus a button of desired main skill.
button of desired main skill. Oh, so could you do an ultimate bird attack?
I don't know.
Caw?
I'll have to test it somewhere.
I bet the ultimate for your basic attack is going to be something cool, since he's like a main character. Too many goddamn fishmen in this neighborhood.
Hey! That's not a bad ultimate.
Buttless chaps.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, do it, do it! Drop your ult.
I already did.
Oh, I wasn't watching.
You weren't watching?
No.
What are you doing?
Oh, the poison is making so much noise, I never noticed that. Oh, you almost have another ult?
Yep.
Oh, you do have another ult.
Oh, he moved past it. It's kind of difficult to activate it, honestly. It just feels like really awkward on the hand.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the disadvantage of using it, right? You have to... Bird!
Bird save. Nice.
or a honeydew's trying to stay in top chat. Buttless chaps censoring gay. It's always funny to see like what I wish you had there was like a extension where you could see what doesn't make it into top chat. It's always funny to see what. Like I'll toggle back and forth if I'm like curious about a particular message, but it would be funny just to like tease people on them being haram. What's the biggest BS move in Yu-Gi-Oh?
Good question.
I don't know. In the show, definitely Catapult Turtle. There's no.
Yeah, they shut everything.
Just the Catapult Turtle against Panic. That was fucking bonkers. Like, there's no excusing that. In the game, I don't know. I don't know enough about the game to say. Oh, you have a new move in the bottom right? Or is that...
I just got that
okay.
from the guy. It's that.
Oh,
That could be interesting.
I wonder if that breaks through the sideways barriers. No, I think there's another guy that I think I saw different bosses.
I only get 12 of them. I don't know if there's too much wind up for it to really make it worth it.
Depends on what the damage is.
That's a pretty big pause.
If that hits for 500 damage, it's worth it. You know, but...
Well, I guess the best way to see is to test it.
I don't know what the biggest BS move is, but I know a BS move is Gren Maju in Yu-Gi-Oh! I can't even remember how that deck worked, but like John was saying how he was enjoying playing with a Gren Maju deck on like the online Yu-Gi-Oh! Whatever thing.
Oh, that actually does do a
That's
good bit
a
of damage.
fuckload of damage.
Yeah.
Can you do that and move around?
I would not like it if I couldn't.
Oh, so you do that and then the hammer at the same time.
That
Try
is
it.
interesting.
Just YB. Does it not work?
I just did it.
Okay, so you can do it at the same time.
Yeah.
There was just a big gap, so I wasn't sure. Okay, so that's great for bosses.
Yeah, it's just like a big gap for when he actually attacks.
Yes. But
Also, that guy dodged past it, and I don't know how.
I think the hitbox is just super low on the model. Or the hurtbox. Or the hitbox.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Is this guy gonna come over here, or is he just hanging out? Huh? Come on. Okay. Alright, well. That might be useful in boss fights. Probably not the best in just wandering around. So let's take it off for now.
You know, Fallout 3 should really have a toggle for...
Yeah, I guess I can enhance.
For the aim assist on the out of combat stuff.
Stagnant blade.
Or out of VATS. Just random thought. In Fallout 3, your bullets will magnetize to the core of your target. So if they're peeking out from behind cover, you can't hit them because it'll drag into the wall. There should be a toggle to turn that on and off.
For what?
It's not,
What?
that feature of the magnetism.
Oh.
Because there's mods where you
Oh
can
god,
move
red
it.
sparkles everywhere.
It means you're getting closer to the climax, where there'll be even more red. What if the room was red? What do you do then?
Everything is red. Oh. Got a Hammer Brothers here.
Dude, when I killed one of those in Mario, I was... Oh, you use your guy.
I gotta drop down on it, though.
The spear guy.
I have to go all the way back and use the spear? Is that
Maybe?
Is that what they want?
That's my theory. There's a guy...
Usually they tell you if that's the way that you break the thing.
There was a guy... Oh, let me look it up, I guess. Let's see. How to break red walls and this. Trisha doesn't have like a backlit keyboard, so I can't even see, and the keyboard is oriented very strangely. So
didn't mean to do that. That makes me upset.
do you have spectral lance?
What? Is that what it's called? No, it's called Fallen Sentinel. No spectral lance here. Such intense music.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know what this place is in the story. Yeah, me too. So you have to beat Knight Captain Julius.
And then I'll be able to break the side things.
What was the Okay, I found it. So...
And I'm not finding as many of those lilies just lying around like I used to. I gotta
Yeah.
say.
And the whole game is named Ender Lilies, so it's kind of...
Yeah, I was expecting to find a lot more of them other places, other than, like, the easy areas. I guess they figure, oh, increase difficulty by not giving them things to help. Really? It's like, come on.
Twisted Bishop is like, they'll release a patch, everything is blue. It's the same problem, and now it's even harder because you're so used to everything being red.
Yeah, right.
Apparently, Kathleen Kennedy was humiliated on stage at a screening of Indy 5. When they were congratulating people, she was certain they would be included. Braced herself for that shout out, and yeah.
Whoa, that's... Oh my god, I didn't even know that I could do that.
What?
Isn't that something?
Oh.
Am I supposed to be able to do that? Or is it like some glitch? Because that kind of makes me wonder.
Is that your...
That gives a lot of capability for, like, movement.
Is that your dodge?
That's my dodge now, yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. Instead of this stupid baseball thing?
Yes.
That's excellent. How many times can you do it? Can you keep on going back and forth?
I don't know. I guess because this is a platform that I'm landing on, that it doesn't matter if I'm in midair.
Can you dash out, slash, and come back?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a lot of opportunity you have
Yeah,
now.
that's what I'm saying.
Because you can stay in the air and do a full combo and then come back, right?
In theory.
Okay, next boss fight is going to be cancer. It's just going to be like this guy in this arena where you dash out, have to slash him. He shoots you from afar.
Yeah, I don't appreciate the slugs being leveled up. Because they're really dumb.
I despise when they level up enemies and just...
They're really dumb and I don't like them.
Because why allow you to level up if everything is just going to scale? Why not introduce more interesting, more scary looking monsters?
Yeah. You know, that's actually what I like about Dark Souls.
Dark Souls has areas where they scale up enemies too.
Yeah, but for the most part...
I mean, Dark Souls...
Come on.
Dark Souls 3, the big expansion, the Ring City, they have thralls from the town, the second level. They have them all over the place, and they do like all of your health in one hit, like 90% of your health. Like, and also the damage in FromSoft games is just way overtuned. And then the way you avoid damage is a very dumb looking animation of you like rolling on the ground. It just doesn't make any sense. If dodging was going to be such an important part of their combat system.
I've seen other Souls-like games where they make it like look like magic when you dodge, so it makes more sense. Or like blinking.
Yeah, like Code Vein I thought looked cool.
Yeah, but that's only for fast dodge.
It is.
I do appreciate that, although I don't really care if they
mid dodging and mid dodge or mid stance and high stance, I think it was in Neo had like kind of a zip along the ground, like a little more anime flavor to it. I thought that was nice. But honestly, if dodging is gonna be so central, make a dodging stat and like have
embrace it.
Yeah, have items you equip to change your dodge to be faster startup, lower or quicker cooldown. Like you know, make the activation like delayed, but then have it be like, you know, have the cooldown to go into another dodge faster or something. You could spam dodge or change different animations and whatever. More iframes, you know, change the stats of your dodge. Really make it an RPG element. Because like Dark Souls, you know, people can just like kind of speedrun it or play it at a low level because the dodge always works. But really, the whole game is dodge and attack, and you can only upgrade your attack. You can only do anything RPG-wise with your attack. Oh, that was sick. I didn't even know you did.
I didn't even mean to do that. That was using my my meter by accident because I was pressing up to go up.
Kind of want to play this game now. It would fill that Hollow Knight Silk Song sized void. Did they cancel Silk Song?
Well, it's just taking forever.
Why does Jaden Animations have so much R34 drawn of her?
I don't know.
Does R34 end up in Top Chat? I've got to know. It does. Interesting. High Society welcomes R34 apparently. I don't know who Jaden Animations is.
She's an animation channel on YouTube.
First thing that comes up, being not straight.
Get him, Burb. Get him, Burb. Go get him, Burb. Burb has failed me. Get down. Ooh. Running for my life. Focus, am I going? Falling down the castle. Oh, I actually made it. Okay, awesome. I did good. Ugh. See if I can enhance anything.
Yeah, the first results that come up for her are, other than Wikipedia and her YouTube channel, is Reddit threads being like, she came out as gay. Woo! Like Reddit posts are like exclamation mark like.
Was that recently?
Yeah, March 22nd.
Oh. Well, not that recently.
Is it of 2022? Yeah. 2022.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Gabe. Parseer has the most coherent explanation. 'Cause internet exists.
Yeah. Basically, huh?
That was a fun challenge we did. The R34 thing.
Oh man, I didn't mean to do that.
Which summon was that? Is that the chain?
No, that's I'm pretty sure that's just my rig.
Your X attack?
Yeah.
Cute. I still call Ellen Page by that name. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much of a monster does that make me?
It's a monster.
I would say it's not your goddamn job to know Ellen Page's name. You don't know Ellen Page. She didn't tell you her name. The implication that someone you don't know could change their name, and then you're supposed to fucking know about it because they're famous, is the most narcissistic, like, psychopath shit. I only knew they wanted to be called Elliot and that they were like a man or whatever because they had some kind of retarded story where like KKK members put a noose around their neck and covered them in bleach or something and said this is MAGA country.
Did Jessie Smollett?
Yeah, she did a Jessie Smollett. I don't know or care what the hell happened.
Okay.
Sometimes I think people forget what R34 or Rule 34 actually means. If something exists, there will be a pornographic depiction of it. And then Rule 35 is like make the porn or something like that. That's like 4chan rules, right? 4chan's rules of the internet. What's the rule? What's that one guy's rule where he was like, if a discussion goes on long enough, Nazis will eventually be. If an argument on the internet goes on for long enough, Nazis will eventually come into it.
Is that a rule?
Yeah, it's I forget. There's some guy who coined that, but that's literally talking to a boomer. Any boomer, their whole identity as an American is just like, well, we beat the Nazis. It's like, okay, cool. That was very cool of you to
so humble.
Enable the Soviet Union. If
Aww. I was trying to test something, but it didn't work. I should never try to test things. That's what I learned here.
An argument on the internet goes on long enough. Nazis. Godwin's Law, that's what it is. Must be. Godwin's Law is an adage asserting that as an online discussion grows, regardless of topic or scope, the probability of comparison to Nazis or Adolf Hitler approaches 100%.
Yep.
That was 1990. That guy came up with that. Literally, no matter
It's
what.
been going on for a long time.
No matter what you're talking about with a boomer, though, they always bring up fucking Nazis. Like, I'm talking about my book to my uncle. He's like, "Oh, Hitler, yeah." It's just shut the fuck up. So it's just like, it's just.
That does show, I guess, a problem when you over-propagandize something, and then it becomes the equivalent of just, like, citing anyone as being evil or wrong in something.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like my uncle, one of my uncles, he's German, just 100% German, right? And we're like fucking talking about something like totally different. I think I was wearing a shirt with like a German knight on it or whatever, like a hospitaller, and then he was like, "Oh yeah, you know, gonna like Nazis or something, whatever," and it's just like, you're not even like a percentage German. You're 100% German. You're okay with just like relegating your entire like race down to just
Nazis,
that?
yeah.
And it's just
That's
like,
not good.
you don't think that's like bad for your children or like everyone in your family? It's just like, just shut up. Like, just like such boomer trash. Oh, that was cool. That was super anime doing that midair.
Yeah.
I can appreciate that move.
Thank you. Worked hard on it.
I'll catch you later, Gabe. Oh man, Pyroseer got it before I even looked it up. Nazi, boom, based, wrecked, destroyed, owned to the max. Yeah, just like I was like talking to another uncle of mine, and I was like saying like, with Slayer in the Wide Valley, I wanted to have evil orcs, and I thought there's a lot of storytelling you can do that just isn't done. If you have a villain, not like like if you have a problem that can't be solved with diplomacy, and it doesn't, like there's no redeeming the villain. It's not like this complex villain that has this like redemption arc where it's like, you know, like they have some reason why they're evil or some reconcilable difference, you know. That's way more than 4. That's a nice move.
Oh, God.
Anyway, I was saying, like, you know, that's a type of storytelling that doesn't really happen. There's a lot of, like, tropes that people are very married to as far as storytelling, and I wanted to kind of work outside of that with Slayer in the White Valley. I wanted to make the orcs evil and not have it be some kind of, and like, you know, unapologetically have them be an evil race of monsters and not make them complex with their own society. Kind of have them function, you know, like a monster does. Just, it's like kind of like, I guess the best comparison is like Starship Troopers. Like, how do we beat this, right? And it's like something kind of alien, well, literally alien, but that's a thing. That looks spooky and weirdly extra animated.
Yeah.
Oh god, there's more.
I don't want to fuck with these guys,
Yeah.
honestly.
Oh wow, that's like so... There was some game where there was a bunch of dragons on a bridge. Is it? Could that have been... Maybe it was Borderlands, shit. A bunch of dragons on a bridge, yeah. Honestly, I also call her Ellen because, to me, this is a First Amendment issue. Yeah. Yeah, also, like... Yeah, it's just like...
Okay.
Some of that... I can totally get people opposing it as... Opposing using, like, the new name as a principle. Because if you're considering it to be like a medical condition or whatever, like if you know somebody and they've already chopped their ding dong off and they're like, full send, we're doing it. You know, whatever, they're your friend and they're like making this call and it'll make them feel better if you call them by their like new name or whatever. So, like, whatever. You know, you're not a superhero. You're not gonna like change the world by like telling this guy he's a retard. So, you know.
Yeah, right. Not your problem.
So it's like whatever, but like. You know, I fucking like, what has Ellen Page done for me?
Damn. It was worth a shot.
But yeah, then anyway, I was explaining that like how I was working on Slayer in the White Valley and like what I wanted to do with these like story elements. There's a lot of story elements that are just not explored because it's like haram to do so, and I think they're really interesting and like valuable. And it's like, how often do you get a story where it's just a fucking villain? It's not it's not like the eternal like interior threat thing where they're like, oh, we were the bad guys the whole time. If only we had checked our privilege. You know? Like, how often do you actually get a story like where just like Starship Troopers where it's just, yeah, we just gotta kill the bugs. It's not complicated. That's a lot more than 4, yeah. Nice. Anyway, my uncle's response was, well, Adolf Hitler would certainly agree with you. And I was like, why? It's just like, why is that ever? It's just like, if you had ants in your house and you want to kill the ants, like, you call the exterminator, they're like, why do you want to kill the ants, you bigot? Like, just, there's no complexity. They're just bugs, dude. There's just a bad guy. It's not...
They're not a metaphor for something greater. They're just actual bugs.
Like it was interesting in Mass Effect, where you're considering a war with the Geth or a war with the Reapers, where they're not going to be able to surrender. There's no territory they want. You know, they're like looking for. Like, no. I think the Geth wanted territory, but I think the Reapers are just interested in extermination. It makes them more interesting. There's no diplomacy to be had because they're not gonna diplomatize. No matter how far you progress, like in the war, no matter how good you do, there's no diplomacy, and that makes them interesting. Starship Troopers, you don't know if there's diplomacy. That's also interesting.
Oh, come on, I touched him. I only touched him too because it automatically did the ledge grab animation when I did the up attack.
It's really annoying.
It is really annoying.
Touching killing you.
Yeah. More things that they're like, oh, this will add difficulty, but it just like annoys.
Hey Chaos Mech 64, just got back from watching Parry This, You Filthy Casual. I haven't seen that, but I like the video title.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm already a fan. Alright. Well, I think I'll probably call it here with this game. Do you want me to, like, pull up something?
Yeah. Do you want to watch the gameplay for Uzuma Foxits? What's it called? Dragon's Dogma?
I guess.
We can be a reaction channel. Whee!
First trailer.
The first. Oh, you know, I mean, I haven't seen the first trailer, so.
I don't know if I should try to share the screen or if I'll just dox myself somehow.
Well, why don't you make it into an incognito window? And then.
Nope.
Okay.
That won't work.
Well, you can.
Likely mature 17 plus. Alright, well, don't worry about it. I'll just relax. Chill out.
I was gonna say you could share the window instead of just sharing your screen.
Just gotta sources, add window capture, add source, window, done. Just popped it on top of everything else. Okay, cool.
Oh, it's in the wrong scene.
It doesn't matter. Okay.
I'm just saying.
There you are.
Yay. Okay. Can I get some water before we start watching?
Sure.
Oh yeah, I know. The devs added a gun as an Easter egg. That's fucking funny. I thought it was all multiplayer. How do you
even gun?
It's definitely like a generation of game devs that are like super fueled on
If I full screen, that doesn't mess anything up, does it?
I think it's probably fine. It's definitely, but yeah, it's definitely a generation of it's working, of game devs that are fueled on Lindy Beige, Scala Grim, Scala Gladiatoria content. The actual move of Mordhau is like it's holding the sword by the blade and hitting him with a handle, which is, it's like funny, but I don't know if that was really used very much.
Alright, so you want to watch this trap?
Mm-hmm.
fiction is the human will that reaches its greatest power.
Was someone riding that griffin? Was it just a griffin?
I thought it was just a griffin.
There's people on it. Dude.
Very blurry people, yes.
Dude.
Capcom R.
Griffin riding? You know what? Grappling the monsters and then riding them? Like getting a mount as a griffin in a game?
That would be pretty cool.
The monsters look so cool in this game. I would love to have them as pets.
Oh my god! Hang on.
Is that...
Hang on. Shh. Is she pretty?
Is that a... Guys, is that a...
Enhance. Does she look oh my god, she doesn't have any pimples on her face? What is going on?
Is that a this? I typed it in chat. A Q. And letter T. 3.14.
Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. Sweet. Anyway.
Then have you forgotten that you protected me from the dragon's flames?
We need only
I told you, they were furs.
There's a lot.
There's a lot of pretty
pretty
girls.
ladies.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Are all the men like obese? Oh god,
I don't know who that's supposed to be.
Oh lord, them ranks.
Alright.
Okay, we got meteors.
We got a different looking Cyclops here.
Yeah.
It's kind of redesigned. Furry.
God, fucking
What is this, a golem? That looks pretty
Yeah.
cool.
He's attacking it with a bow, which makes sense because the golems were cancer to kill without a bow.
Yeah. Do you think the bows are still going to be super overpowered here?
Yeah, it looks pretty strong right there.
I really like that one.
We're still doing some of the same moves. That spin attack looks nice. It looks like the two-handed swords might be a little faster.
I like these mage robes. They're styling.
Yeah, I like the mage robes too.
Yeah. I don't know what spell he's casting though. Do you know?
No, it looks like a new thing. Looks like some kind of gravity thing.
Maybe. No.
Oh no, damn right. Oh, that's cool. They made a bridge with this spell. That's really cool.
Is that what they did?
Yeah, that's fucking cool.
It's waving around some incense.
Look at that. And then, okay, so maybe it's not a weapon. Maybe it's a tool. Like you have movement tools. Like rogues might have a lockpick.
Oh man, there's the town. Oh man, the memories.
That's gorgeous.
It's perfect because I just played this game, so.
What if rogues
Very
had
recent
like
memories.
grappling hooks and
More grappling hooks
lockpicks,
for instance?
and then
What is that thing?
mages had like bridge incense. Oh, that's cool. Destructible terrain, and then you can build your own terrain with the bridge. Oh,
Ooh,
fuck.
here we go. Medusa creatures.
Ah.
Alright. What the fuck is
That's
that?
a sphinx. That's a very traditional looking sphinx, and it looks horrible. I don't like. Please.
Is
please
it
take-
traditional? I thought a
please take it
sphinx
away.
was supposed to be a lion with a man's face.
That is most unfortunate. But it don't
Wow. He is the most fabulous looking king I've ever seen.
I wonder if that guy's evil.
I wonder, huh? He's literally stroking his goatee.
release thee from thy fate.
Wow. Dragon's Dogma 2. Alright, so what did we get from that trailer? Let's see what the comments say. Can't believe it's finally happening! We're gonna trailer you love, blah blah blah. Same as the first game, but better. Maybe, I don't know. If they were fixing the things that annoyed me about the first game,
Go to the channel.
then I would
Capcom
be.
USA. Someone in chat, I can't remember who, unfortunately, was saying they had more footage.
That's the newest thing.
I thought there was a 25-minute video. Okay, well, I guess that's
Well, if there is, then it's not here. Sorry.
I guess that's enough info.
Full presentation?
Uh,
Huh?
yeah,
You probably get more information if somebody's saying something about the game, right?
Oh, that's cool. Like that light spell.
Yeah.
It looks cool. It's probably useless in the actual game.
Obviously updated graphics, but I don't really care about that as much as like the fun.
It's been over a year since we celebrated 10 years of Dragon's Dogma, and I can finally give you some more information about the new game. First, let's take a look at the trailer we revealed the other day.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
You know, I could just read the subtitles. I don't need some fucking guy dubbing over.
Then have you forgotten that you protected me?
She looks very like K-pop. The first person that they show. But the other lady.
I do
looks
think
Caucasian.
the
She looks. I like that
bestial.
hairstyle.
Yeah, she looks cool, but she definitely looks like she's a villain or something.
I'm gonna use that hairstyle for like my follower for sure. That looks so cool. The hair over.
The over, yeah.
Yeah. Unless there's even cooler ones, I don't know.
Yeah, she's definitely got villain vibes about her,
Yeah.
which is a shame because she's cute. I do think that the bestial race is supposed to be like integrated with the story, which kind of makes me upsetty.
Maybe it's some foreign land where there's like cat people. I don't know, and you have to go save them from the dragon.
Maybe.
But then most
Or
of
maybe
the
they're
NPCs
just
are
gonna be like
furries.
human bad all the time. Who knows?
Oh, god damn.
I need more information is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I fucking despise human bad stories.
Yes.
I'm a human.
me too.
The people who made the game are humans. We should all be like, yay, humans are good. And we should strive to do good things. Instead of like, I wish I was a cat.
I wish
Then
I
I
was
could-
something else.
Then I could meow all day. And I would never pollute at all. I would be such a good kitty.
Man.
What did you think? The action RPG game Dragon's Dogma was released in 2012.
Yes. Although we played it recently.
I'm proud to share a look at the highly anticipated
cat looks so
sequel,
stupid.
Dragon's Dogma 2.
Kind of center looks sick though.
Yeah, he looks
Today I
awesome.
want to talk about two characteristics
On the right is
Dragon's
nice.
Dogma 2 will inherit from its predecessor.
Uh-huh.
Two characters
First,
still inherit.
Dragon's Dogma 2 will be a single
Yeah.
player game.
I didn't like that though. It should be multiplayer.
And second, gameplay will feature action role-playing mechanics set in an open-world environment.
Yeah.
In the Dragon's Dogma series,
She
you
looks
embark
good.
on your adventures with pawns, otherworldly beings controlled by AI. Alongside the player-controlled Arisen, you can embark on your journey with a main pawn that can be customized to your liking. As
Well,
well
now
as
you're
up to
choosing a
2
cat
additional
person. I don't know
support
who you're
pawns
fooling.
You can borrow from other players. To form a party of up to 4 characters, pawns are controlled by the AI and are now capable of even more precise decisions than in the previous title, helping you in the midst of battle.
Precise decisions.
They can also
Can you-
help guide you to new locations.
No.
Or
No, they
give you a
can't.
high five following a successful battle. It really feels like playing in a party with other players.
Except you're not, because we took that out.
I would really love to play with you.
It's
in
crazy
co-op.
that they don't try to do multiplayer. After all this time, after all the technology you've been given in modern day, you're not
Well-
going to even try?
Multiplayer is kind of expensive to do, I understand, and I know it's very buggy, and so you have to pay a lot to have bug fixes, and then people will complain if there's bugs.
But if they wanted to compete with the success of Elden Ring, you should try.
Elden Ring doesn't really
do-
have multiplayer. It has like you can be griefed with your friends. Like it's not. It doesn't. There's a mod that adds multiplayer, but there's no real multiplayer natively. Like you can't really. Like,
But you can. It's possible to
Yeah.
do it. It's just that the Dark Souls games have always done the, put them against each other thing.
yeah.
But, you know. Whatever.
It's built with the art
So
engine,
I kind of but like
in a dense world
it seems like a lot of the standard in the gaming industry is you can only do multiplayer if there's microtransactions to pay for the bug testing and the servers. But you could do local, co-op.
You could.
Like,
Yeah.
not local co-op.
Although
it
you could do
localized?
local co-op. Yeah, you could with those games.
What I mean is you could be hosting the game on your computer as a server instead of them having to pay to upkeep servers.
Yeah.
That would make you lag. Like if I was hosting, you would have a little bit of lag and not have as much fun as me.
4 times the size of the original Dragon's Dogma.
That sounds awesome. I do.
That sounds interesting, but I didn't really enjoy the exploring that much in Dragon's Dogma, to be honest. I didn't feel like it felt natural.
I enjoyed it to an extent, but it does feel like you're going very linearly through the world. And then...
It doesn't feel like I was really rewarded for exploring.
It always felt like in Skyrim or Oblivion, I could explore for a long time, and then I could go back to town, get a quest, and then very easily complete the quest and know where I'm going and everything. Dragon's Dogma was like, I can explore the world, and then if I want to go back to town, it's kind of annoying to figure out the
Yes.
port crystals and stuff, but
Yes.
if you can map travel and everything's fine,
Then good.
then the quests are so hard to complete. It feels like the longer you explore, I feel like this dread of like, oh, I'm starting to get bored with this game. I'd like to do some
Yes.
story stuff, but I know it's so hard to do the story stuff. I know it's so
Yes.
confusing.
It's a bit of a slog.
So I'm probably going to uninstall this game and then come back to it in a year. And that's what's happened since 2012. And I still haven't finished the game. I'm gonna.
Yeah, I mean, it's an
Promise.
achievement in of itself that you managed to get back into playing it. But, I mean, yeah, Elden Ring, it felt good to explore. It felt like there was always something new to discover. And, new things to find and use. I didn't really get that from Dragon's Dogma. It felt like a slog.
It feels like playing multiplayer, ... but it's not.
Yeah, right? It's so stupid. Anyway, let's just
With more
watch
of
the
an
rest of
experience
this.
than ever before, the characters and monsters that populate the world are given
That's good.
life thanks to the power of AI. And players
cool.
will feel like they've been
That's a
reborn in
statue.
this vibrant
That
fantasy
statue
It's
is
the same area, yeah.
no that fountain. If you go back
Your
in the
vocation
video,
world. Power of AI.
that's
You slaying the dragon?
no, that's a reference to a painting of it's some like I think is it Arthurian legend or biblical where it's like a saint or something slays a dragon. That's
Saint
like,
Michael, the Archangel. The dragon is Satan.
is it?
That's the only thing that I know that's biblical with the angel who slays a dragon is Saint Michael the Archangel slaying the dragon that is Satan. Because Satan is described as a dragon serpent type
No,
creature.
it's Saint George.
The Saint George's cross?
Yeah, it's not an angel. It's a king or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, Saint George is different.
So like this is like the old school tapestry,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's some more modern where you're killing a dragon with a spear in the
I gotcha.
yeah you could see yeah. So anyway, I think that's cool that they did that little.
Yeah, I'm sure it is like supposed to be some reference.
Be prepared for body type 1, body type 2. I
hope not.
If that doesn't have multiplayer, I will pirate it
Immediately
If there's body type
uninstall.
1 and body type 2, I'm just gonna.
I am not
pirate
for
it.
that trend.
I think that's such
Players
cancer.
will feel like they've been reborn in this vibrant fantasy world. You can look forward to a variety of vocations to choose from. Your vocation will shape your Arisen's role throughout the adventure. Will you take on enemies with
There's your
swords,
meteor spell.
magic? It's all up to you. We'll have much more to share in the future, but for now, I want to go over a few sections from the trailer that show what we've improved for Dragon's Dogma 2.
Okay, I'm listening.
This game is designed to enable players to take on situations in their own way. In addition to AI, advanced technology like immersive physics brings pawns, monsters, and NPCs to life.
This looks so cool.
What would happen if you destroyed that bridge, or if you pulled that monster's leg? What other exciting possibilities can you think of? Meet 2 characters pivotal to the story that also
A
appear
cat
in the game's key arc.
And a bitch.
Ulrika, a bow wielder with a deep connection to the Arisen, and Nadine, a high priestess of
No,
the
no.
which appear in the series for the first time. What
I was reading the
destiny awaits?
subtitles and then I was like,
How will they affect your fate?
oh no.
The intricate relationships and situations you will encounter in the game are sure to keep you on your toes. During your adventure,
So
you
bow
will come
wielder
across
is like a
familiar
romance thing,
monsters
I
from the
guess.
previous game,
Maybe.
as well as new monsters such as Medusa. you can look forward to new player vocations and many new experiences unique to Dragon's Dogma 2.
I would love to be able to explore.
Do you think they are both love interests?
Oh God, no! Please.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, you're right.
Because they're both girls, and
you're
that's
right.
just the
no,
first
you're
thing.
right, but that's horrific.
Yeah. Obviously, I wouldn't choose the cat. That's weird. Interspecies relationships and whatnot. Alright. Well, not multiplayer.
Catch you later, Joseph.
Well,
I swear there better not be a romance option for the furry. You know there's gonna be. Oof.
it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen.
No, but genuinely, like, I feel like I would be happier playing the game if I pirated it. Because I don't want to, like, if they do body type 1 and body type 2. Because I don't want to support that shit. It's like, ugh.
Yeah, especially it's coming from Capcom, right? And that's where Street Fighter
Oh, okay.
non-binary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I'm just going to have to pirate it.
Yeah.
Because if their concern is that they won't make money in the West if they don't have body type 1, body type 2, and then, like...
we need to show them the opposite is true.
Yeah. So you just... Yeah, I mean, if the game is good, I'll play it, but I'm not going to pay for it. You know? Because I don't want to... Yeah, I mean, like...
Yeah, I'm pretty cautious about Dragon's Dogma 2, because I haven't really... I don't know, I guess they could improve some things here and there, but...
Yeah.
Just the fact that they're not going through with the obvious multiplayer idea lets me know personally that I will not be able to get your help if I need it, like to help defeat big bad guys when the game is being dumb gay.
Yeah.
And that decreases the fun.
I hate when you're having so much trouble with the thing and I can't, like, play co-op with you. It's like, you know, it feels really cool as a boyfriend to be able to, like, help you beat something difficult in co-op.
Yeah, and basically instead all you can do is, like, design a pawn, have me put it on my game, and then we both roll our eyes when the stupid AI doesn't do what it's supposed to.
Chaos Mesh 64 says there's a black guy in there, so that's kind of a small red flag for me. Yeah, I mean,
Fair.
in a fantasy game, it's just like that is a red flag. But they were in the first game. I just didn't really notice. I just thought they were like, I just thought it was like ugly characters or like poorly designed like NPCs.
Like,
and
I'm
then
just really tan people.
I just never like because I wasn't expecting to see it, so I didn't notice it, and then I was just like, I don't know why, it just like kind of just went over my head. There's a bunch of...
they had the option because you're designing your own character, you can make them whatever skin tone you want, and then those people are just walking around the world.
But then the innkeeper is also like, there's other NPCs like the innkeeper and like a couple others were like different like ethnicities, like non-European.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So, but I guess since it was in the first game for whatever reason, I guess because they wanted your pawns not to feel too out of place.
Sure.
Then I guess they have to do it in the sequel. So it's not. I don't know if it's like
it's not as danger-inducing.
Yeah. I was expecting to see it.
I care a lot more about what they're going to do with the politics of the characters. Because I feel like if they're making this human against beast-ridden story
almost
here...
Almost 100% of the time when cat people come into the story, it's also
it's because of
bad.
racism.
Yeah.
It's because they want to do some racism allegory. Like, oh, the humans are so mean to McCain!
It's just like... There's so
fucking
much...
Fucking char, man.
Oh, yeah, the fucking char.
Ugh.
Yeah.
So that's raising red flags for me, personally.
Yeah.
I don't want them to do any racism allegory.
I think I'm gonna pirate the game, and then if I play through the whole thing and it's fine, then I'll buy it. But otherwise, I'm just gonna pirate it.
I guess you should let me know if it's fine. If, like, the story is clean.
No, I'll just pirate it, put it on a USB, and give it to you. And then you can play it.
I don't know. chat can also let us know if like any of you get the game also.
I'm assuming body type 1 and body type 2, or like body type 1, body type 2, and then like you're a bigot, how dare you be upset at this screen? No Nazi, play our game. So I don't know.
We're Capcom. It's a shame because I know that Udon does Capcom comics and stuff like that, but Udon is based. So it's kind of a toss-up, you know? Udon Entertainment, they're publishing. They do comics.
Oh, what about them? Sorry.
They have the rights for publishing like Capcom comics and stuff like that for like Street Fighter. And
wow,
the publishing is based.
That's a big contract.
But Capcom is not because of the whole non-binary thing, of course.
Yeah, it's we color folk just look weird in the genre. Yeah, I mean it's like if you had like a bunch of like you're having like a bunch of Aztecs or something, and then one of them is Asian. It's like
it's like what are you doing here?
It's like hi.
How did that happen?
It's like hi, I'm Ralph, and it's like or
like Hogwarts Legacy. Yeah. Which was hilariously diverse.
Before there's ever been a colony in like this is like the 1800s. Like this is like before England even went to India. There's like an English-speaking Indian person, and they're like
you can't do a period piece and then have it be ridiculously diverse like that. It's so stupid.
It's just like because it's like always weird. Like then they did a sequel to Bard's Tale, which was like super woke, and like so they added black people to the universe, and then they added my friend was saying like maybe 30-40% of all the dialogue had to do with black people coming into the story, and it's just like it's like not only is it not necessary to do that, it's just like now you're like taking up. It's like I don't give a shit, right? So you're taking up like 30% of all the dialogue, all the story to put this in, to make it fit into the world when they weren't there because it was about Europe, because people like knights and castles and shit. It's like, it's equally weird when they decide to try and put samurais into fantasy stuff. Like, it's just like...
Yeah, I thought it was really weird in Dark Souls as well, when you suddenly go to this kingdom and, you know, it's a castle, it's a European castle in lava, but they're samurais?
It's like, okay,
it's so weird,
so like
you
Dead
know?
Rising, it made a lot of sense when they decided they wanted katanas in there, and katanas were going to be super strong, because it's a katana, it's literally a mall katana, right? For like neckbeards and stuff, and it's like, okay, fine, katanas can be there, and they're Japanese, so they're like, katana's so good, right?
Sure.
It's the strongest fucking sword.
Sure.
But then when it's like, I don't know, when you throw in katanas to like Dark Souls, I guess like sometimes they put in the description, they're like, yeah, it's this foreign sword, and it's like fine, okay, so like, you know, people buying whatever. Yeah. Sometimes it's weirder than others. Obviously, like the lava place was super fucking.
The lava place was super weird. I didn't mind
Dark
as
Souls
much.
2 lava place.
Yeah.
Where like the backstory.
They're in armor and have katanas.
So the backstory is that they didn't have any fighting style because they're just like retarded, and then then some samurai came and was like, oh, this is how you fight with a sword, and they're like, wow, and then they start winning all these wars because they can use katanas and.
Yeah, it's a very silly backstory, very silly aesthetic that they were going for. Yeah. But I didn't mind it as much when there was just the one samurai called the Master, and he's just hanging out, and it was like, oh.
Yeah.
That was less offensive, I think.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, they're Japanese companies, so whatever. I guess they want to put fucking whatever.
That's fine.
It's just like,
you know, but
it's just. It's
the
like
castle's European.
Like when you show, like they had like the Thor movies and whatever, and one of the Thor movies they go and like Loki's like in heaven, and there's like a shaved head African woman feeding him grapes in Valhalla, and it's like, and then there's just a straight up like Indian guy like talking to someone. It's like, we're in Valhalla? What the fuck? What? Why it's like I couldn't even focus on what they were talking about because I was just looking around all the background characters, and they're like every single like ethnicity imaginable. It's like, and they're also like skinny soy boy bitches, and it's like, how did you get into Valhalla? Like, what? How did you guys fight and get?
Well, then there's Heimdall.
oh yeah, Heimdall, the white god, is like depicted as a black guy. It's like, oh, God, it's like so. It's so like unabashedly like just. It's so unabashedly offensive, and they're just like, yeah, it's a white person religion, so it's okay, right? But if you had Ganesha depicted as an emo, people would be like, oh, that's not okay.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
yeah.
But
The options for Street Fighter 6 are Body 1, Body 2, and Human. Fantastic.
Body 1, Body 2, and Human?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for Street Fighter 6.
So human is just supposed to be the equivalent of non-binary?
Yeah,
but the humans have genders, though.
So basically saying if you're male or female, you're non-human.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's terrible. I wouldn't have worded it like that.
Yeah, Piracy was like, the Japanese people want to put a samurai in a medieval game. I think they have a pass. Yeah, fine, fuck it, whatever. It's like, okay, yeah, that's kind of my attitude too. It's like, it's a little offensive.
I think
like,
it depends on like how you integrate it, I guess. Because I definitely didn't like the lava castle random samurai.
The lava castle random samurai thing is like fine, but it's like they get a pass because they're Japanese or whatever. Sure. But like the rhetoric that they're putting forth is that Western people are just like didn't know how to use like swords. That somehow there's no fighting technique, and that they would need Japanese people to teach them. Right, and that's very offensive. But at the same time, the whole series is like this love letter to Western fantasy. So it's like, whatever.
Yeah, it's a give and take, I guess.
Yeah. But it's like,
I understand, yeah.
Whenever I run into like stoners that are like, oh man, a katana is a very powerful sword. It's frustrating because
it's all they've ever seen is anime.
Right, because I'm talking to a white guy who's like, his lineage is people that were skilled with fighting with swords, right? But he's like, no, katanas are the best. And it's like, it's frustrating just because there isn't like a ton of, I mean, now there kind of is with like YouTube and whatever, people are a little bit more aware, but it's like, it's a little frustrating that like in everyone's mind, it's like katana can slice through cars, but like the European longsword is slow and clunky and just, why do they even wear knight's armor? It's so hot, they just die of heat.
Yeah, they can barely move in it. They're just like turtles. They just fall over.
Yeah.
It's like those channels that just call everything impractical.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just like
armor is so impractical.
Random criticism for criticism's sake.
Yeah.
Rurouni Kenshin, but Rurouni Kenshin, bro. I don't know. I don't remember. I didn't watch all of Rurouni Kenshin. I watched a bunch of it, obviously. You know, Toonami. But I don't remember if there was any Westerners there. I know Samurai Champloo is the opposite, right? But yeah, I don't know. Samurai Champloo at the end, it's like revealed that the like Fu or whatever. Oh, sorry, I don't know if that's probably a huge fucking spoiler. Sorry, never mind.
I have no idea. I never.
Actually, you know
it.
what? That anime came out like 10 million years ago. The samurai that smells of sunflowers. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, he's supposed to be a white guy who joined. I can't remember what rebellion. Some rebellion against like feudalism in Japan or whatever. And he took up a samurai sword, and then he like wins against the main characters at the end.
Yeah, they all go their separate ways.
No, I know that, but before that, I'm pretty sure they fight him and he wins or something like that. I can't remember. The final episode of Samurai Champloo, I saw several times on several recordings on my DVR, and they were all corrupted. So I had to stop episodes in different spots and then fast forward through corrupted sections. So my recollection of the final episode is it's fragmented because I watched several like a week apart or something, right? Over several days, I watched separate sections of the episode, and like the first section I saw was when Fu was talking to him. It was like the only part that wasn't corrupted, and then I watched the beginning later, and so I all fucked up on.
Well, now you have the internet, which is the good thing.
Yeah, yeah. The Samurai Champloo is like worth watching, I would say.
Cool.
But yeah, I'm hopeful that I'm hopeful for Starfield and Dragon's Dogma 2 is at least enjoyable enough that I can pirate it and enjoy it. I pirated Dragon Age Inquisition, and it was so unbearable, even without paying for it. I couldn't fucking bear to listen to the characters. They literally go on a rant about, like, while walking around the world, they go on a rant about boob armor, about how it's impractical. It's like...
Oh my god.
It's like, dude, that's literally a viral Tumblr post that people at my school were showing to me. And it's like, to expect to... Like, the idea is that because the boob shape would direct, like, a blow into the sternum, it would somehow be worse for you. For a lance. But, like, if someone's trying to... it's not gonna make a fucking difference. Like, that's such a...
I mean, it's still a steel plate.
Yeah,
you know?
It's like... and also, like, there was historical, like, boob armor.
Yes, there was, yeah.
And there's also, like, even if you go to, like, hoplites and stuff, Greek hoplites, they had pecs that had a defined shape where you could drive a spear into their sternum, and it, for some reason, it wasn't a problem for them. So... I know boobs are bigger than pecs, but, you know, I'm just saying it's not that much of a... It's like something that someone came up with, thought they were really clever, and then people were like, oh, wow, that's really clever. And, yeah, if you're getting rammed by someone with a lance, you really, really want to be the most this shape so that it'll slide off. Because it will go through and kill you. But that's... I don't know. Like, if you're... You know, armor's situational.
Yeah, when it comes to fantasy... I think the armor that you have a character wear should first and foremost tell you about the character, what kind of person they are,
also,
within the design.
Yeah, also, like, right when they said that, we had just gotten out of a fight with an ogre. And ogres in that game are fucking huge. They hit you with clubs that are bigger than you.
Mm.
So, like, you're gonna tell me that we're really worried about a spear point, like, driving into your sternum because your armor has boob shape? Like, you don't wear a helmet. Like, the character who's complaining about it has no helmet on. It's like...
That was perfect.
It's like, if you get hit by a fucking tree, like, what... Like, they hit you hard enough that, like, rocks fly up from the ground. Like, as hard as, like, you know, harder than, like, cargo falling from, like, a container ship. That's how hard they're hitting you. It's gotta be, like, over a ton of force. Like... When you see a car drop from a crane, it doesn't do as much to the ground as an ogre hitting you with a fucking tree. So they are hitting you so fucking hard, any normal armor would just, like, be crushed, right? And then you're like, oh, well, you know, boob shapes drive swords, and it's like, are you guys actually worried about swords? Like, what the fuck? What are you, like, what game are you playing, guys? Like, the Darkspawn have slashing swords, they're all curved, so it's not even, like, who's stabbing you? Like, what? Like, the random, like, guards or whatever? It's just, like...
Yeah. Very poor integration.
But then, anyway, you gotta walk around the world and have that, so I'm hoping that it's not that atrocious, right? That...
Oh god, I hope not. Yeah.
You know, I hope your pawn isn't, like...
As soon as a fucking bestian says, humans, they don't treat us right, I'm out. I'm out immediately.
Yeah. I know there's like a... There's hopefully a growing trend of people modding out that stuff. There's recently a reviewing site that popped up, which was Woke or Pass.
Okay,
he's coming for the end of the stream. Oh, you distracted him. You made him think that he would get Trisha pets.
Yeah, Trisha pets are better than Adam pets. Is that what it is?
Come here. Oh, buddy.
Oh, look at you.
So there's already a review site which is basically just like, is the movie woke or should you pass on it? It's just movies. The next thing that we need to see is going to be a modding site that allows based mods and has some sort of donation
I love that, yeah.
format, because then people don't make mods necessarily for money. It'd be really great to be able to give someone that route. And make mods that can fix mainstream games into being more, like, less, like, cut. Like, taking out like pride flags from Spider-Man or something like that.
Mm.
But just someone needs to set that up and pay a big server fee, you know.
At the
for
very
all those
least,
files.
give people an option to upload their mods where they won't be terrified of it getting taken down.
So you can. There's a GitHub, but there's no no directory to search for them.
Yeah.
That's the issue. So there's other resources. There's like a Blogspot website or something that's like banned mods, and it has all sorts of like edgy mods from anywhere from changing the railroad into Soviets to changing the Brotherhood into Nazis. There's a whole like anything that's like offensive that's been taken down. And those are, I think, hosted on like GitHub or something like that. But there needs to be a modding website that provides a resource where people can put mods that scrub wokeness out of games. Because there's always going to be some of that probably, even as stuff swings hard right and like you're financially incentivized not to. It would still be nice to have that at least in the interim, because Nexus is like not, you know, going to host that, and neither is ModDB anymore apparently.
We should probably wrap up the stream soon.
Oh my god.
What?
There was a DC panel that went on about how about what characters they wanted to make trans.
I'm sure there was. Happy Pride Month.
Yeah, happy Stolzmonat. But anyway. Oh, he's purring like a kitty cat.
It's like, feel good.
Borf. What a...
He is a borf.
Did you know Gergie's a borf?
Mr. Flufferson.
Mr. Flufferson. Anyway, guys, I think I haven't committed too many great sins that I need to like
apologize for.
I need to not apologize. What's the redeem? I haven't committed so many great sins. I need to absolve myself of them with a happy story. And coincidentally, I also don't have a happy story exactly. I can't think of one.
Happy story. Books shipped today, or well, my comics.
Yeah, I'm still talking to the printers, but that's going well.
Yes.
Repent. Yeah, that's probably.
Oh, Buddy Robes.
You want your Betty Wop.
Yes. Hopefully, the printer comes back to you with a template, and then I can get the cover.
They said they were waiting on the cover file, and I was like, I asked, are you gonna send me a template? I said, yeah.
Yeah. You need the template,
I know.
What a weird. I guess maybe there's some miscommunication there. And then the only last thing we need to do is fix the 3D printer, and we'll be good to go.
Yes, I started watching some of the videos to fix it, and I have the part, and I lost it, but it's somewhere around here. So
I couldn't have gone too far.
yeah. I only looked for it for like 20 minutes, so not 20 minutes, like 2 minutes, and then I gave up. But I'll find it.
Well, it's labeled, right? It
Yeah.
says on the box what it is.
Yeah.
Alright.
No, computer. Don't go to sleep. Oh, God.
Well, I'm about to go to sleep. So I'm going to say good night to the stream. Thanks for hanging out, watching us play some more Ender Lilies. It's still a fun game, even if it is a bit annoying in some sections.
Happy story is the dog. The dog's in the building.
I bet Gergie has a bunch of happy stories. She's like, today I laid down and the human pet me. It was sublime. I'm covering his face.
Well, here's a happy story. When we got Gergie, he was very, very scared. He was just so scared of everything. He was like, where am I? Where am I going?
Oh, you little pussy puppy.
I think he was not super happy at the breeder's place. Not like unhappy, but he was kind of like, he was like weirded out being there, right? He just wasn't quite comfortable. I think there was a lot of other scary dogs, you know?
Mm.
But yeah, we took him home. He was way more like out of his element, right? And we kept him in his crate, so he had his own little space. And we took his blanket from the breeder's place, and then he was like, oh, "Okay, I know the blanket." He laid on the blanket, right?
Right.
And then I was
Familiar.
like trying to get him comfortable, and so I remembered all the little Wheaton puppies. Not him though; he was too small. He was too small. All the other Wheaton puppies wanted to pull on their mom's beard. Wheatons have that like long fur under their chin, and so they were all jumping up and tugging on her fur, and she was growling at them and climbing up where they couldn't get to her to pull on her fur, right? So I went over to Gergie, and I like had my beard was longer like it is now, and then I fluffed it out, like went like that, and then Gergie came out of the crate. He came out of his shell immediately, grabbed hold of my beard and started tugging on it, and then he was like satisfied. He was like, all right, and then he just climbed on top of me and went right to sleep.
Oh.
But Trisha was waiting for me upstairs, and I was like, hey Gergie, I have a hot date upstairs.
He was the cutest. He was so small he fit in my lap, and then he would roll up. But now he can't fit in my lap, so he just rests his head on my lap instead.
Yeah, I woke him up after like, oh man, it was like, I felt so bad. It was like 10 minutes. I like laid there on the floor, and then I woke him up, and then he like woke up and looked at me curious, and then I was like, could you maybe move? And then he like before I can like start pushing him off my lap, he falls back asleep, and I'm like, oh no, I have to wake him up again.
Oh,
mommy.
he knew how to be so cute at an early age, didn't you, Kirky?
And then like he kept on crawling into my lap until he couldn't fit and was like falling out of my lap. And then he looked at me like, Master, fix it.
Oh, yes, be bigger.
Your lap is not, I am falling out of lap. Why?
Didn't get it.
No. He was a stoop.
He was a stoop. Aw, are you a stoop? Yeah.
But then after he tugged on my beard like that one time, he was like, huh, it's not that fun. And then he never
tried again.
Yeah, he never wanted to pull on my beard again. He was just like, but he was so, that was the first time we got him to come out of the crate, and then he was like, oh, okay. And that's kind of, and at the time I was like, oh, maybe I should try and get him to pull on my beard more. But knowing him a little bit more, he is not that into playing with toys and stuff. So it kind of makes sense that he would do it once and then be like when we get him a toy, he's like, yay, and then just drops it. Like,
yeah.
Within 30 seconds, he's like, okay.
When he's really excited, he'll pick up the little squirrel
squirrels,
squeakers,
yeah.
and he'll squeak them for a while and wag his tail. But he won't play with you with them. He'll just squeak them.
These dogs, very theoretically, they chase rodents.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, this guy's the fucking disaster, right? This guy's just a fluffy pile of just fluff.
Mm-hmm.
Just this.
He was bred to relax and look pretty.
So like old Victorian writing was like a soft-coated Wheaton Terrier is the poor man's hunting dog, the poor man's watchdog, and the gentleman's favorite.
Mm-hmm. Are you a gentleman?
Are you a gentleman? So, yeah.
Yes.
So, but anyway, that toy is not quite a squirrel. It has the chipmunk stripes on the side and a squirrel tail. So it's like the most exciting thing could possibly be. It's both things he's like programmed to be excited and chase at the same time. So he really likes those. He likes very small toys because he's a whoosh. He doesn't like the big toys. Big. He's a whoosh. He likes the tiny toys, yeah.
Yes, and he likes to fit as many of them in his mouth as possible.
Yeah, if he sees another squirrel, he'll pick up another one in his mouth at the same time. And then he wants to go outside really bad with the toys. He runs outside, and then he just drops them on the lawn.
Yep.
And then
And then he's like, well, I did my job.
And then when they're dirty, he doesn't want to play with them anymore because they're dirty and they've been outside. So my mom will put them in the wash. And then he gets super excited for his freshly laundered toys. He likes his freshly clean toys. Oh, yes, he does. Oh. He gets more excited for the freshly clean toys because he's like, oh, I remember this, and now it's clean.
Ooh.
And if there's a toy, he gets too much saliva on a toy, he doesn't like it anymore. It's like, ew, it's wet. He only wants them to be dry. Like, he'll put down a toy, and then he'll go pick it up again, and he'll be like, bleh.
Not
because
good.
the toy's like wet, and then
Yeah.
he'll be like, that's no good. And so I get him a dry one, and he's like, oh, good, this one's better. You're such a poof. You're such a pampered doggy, yeah. You're so soft, Gergie. Just in your existence and your fur. You're soft.
Well, I would say Gergie is a very happy story.
Yeah.
Just a sweet doggo.
You're just the sweetest doggo. For some reason, the bro moment with the dog broke me. Well, I'm glad.
Well.
Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this very fluffy dog that appears to already be dreaming. It's ridiculous.
He's happy.
He's so trusting, he immediately just falls asleep next to you. My old dog was like, he's so alert if a human was by him. This guy is like, immediately he's kicking in his dreams, like right now. He just kicked his paws. Ridiculous. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I really, really do appreciate you guys being here. It is awesome.
Yeah, we'll do more streams in the future. And wait.
Yeah.
When does Dragon's Dogma 2 come out? I guess not for a while now, because they're still like, oh, wait for more information. It's usually when it's gonna take a fucking long time. But maybe we'll check that game out and see if it's shit or not. Maybe we'll stream that game. Who knows? But only the future will tell. For now, I'll just say good night, and we'll see you next time on the Game Fan stream.